Good morning. I'm a little late. I apologize. Let's settle into this beautiful day. Oh my gosh. It's such an amazing day today. Today is known as Good Friday. And there is many reasons for many people to feel that it is Good Friday. This day is filled with so much love. This weekend is filled with so much love. The resonance for this love is measurable and has been measured this weekend. To be in the 80s and the 90s, and the Earth's resonance is usually at about 7 to 25 to 30. And it's been calculated and measured to be up in the 80s and 90s. So I really, really invite you to sit in this palpable energy. Once again, I apologize for being late. I really apologize. It was back to that nightmare that I had, that I missed my 8:45 calling, and I was sitting in my practice, and I was journaling, and I clicked on the phone, and it was like, oh my gosh, the time just kind of vanished. So I still feel like I'm in that place, and I'm going to stay in that place. As we talk about the emotions that we're stepping into, and it's kind of where I was at. I was settling into my grounding, into my grounded state. And that's the best place to really revisit or become aware of what's kind of in the peripheral, what's kind of hovering, what can be sort of a little sticky or have a little static to it. It can be a person, it can be an experience, or you might not even know what it is. And it doesn't matter. The story doesn't matter. It does, but it doesn't. You see, every time we tell our story, we are re-engaging the cells into that story. And even when I talk about my surgical experiences, my opportunities that I've had to experience, I do it from a place of education as opposed from a place of victim. And I really need to be careful that I don't go into that hamster wheel of that story, as I'm only human, or that washing machine, or those old-fashioned wringers that you would wring out the clothes in. I don't have to wring myself out every time I tell and recap or retell a story. And same goes for you. And sometimes we might have people in our lives that are emotional dumpers. You know, they ring you up, they phone you, and they tell you the same story, and they tell you the same story, and then they draw the energy in. If you are not strong enough energetically, grounded enough energetically, then you will potentially take on that energy. And it can really affect you to the point where you've taken on that person's energy. They feel better because they've talked to you, but you feel it within your body, within your cellular being, within your field. And so even if we go and have a sort of an energetic tune-up, say you were to go to see an advanced integrative energy healer, or you were to go to see your talk therapist, or if you were, whatever that is, and then you go and you meet somebody for tea afterwards and they're having a crappy day, then you've got to be grounded enough to say, I really am excited to be here sitting with you, but I've just had some real great work with myself. I've just really completed some great work with myself. why don't we go take a walk instead of sit here and have tea? And then that may allow that person's experience of themselves to change just with being out in nature. Or, make the phone call and say, you know what, I'm not able to make our commitment to tea today. I hope you understand. I really just want to embrace this space that I am in after my appointment, and I think it's best that I'm by myself at this time. Be transparent. So this is what we're working with the emotions. Is now, this is where your work really comes in, and the work is being aware and being present within our beingness, and not needing, like I said, to go into the story, but just to be able to sit with that beingness and then say to yourself, I'm going to wash this experience with love. I'm going to open my heart. I'm going to center and open. And there's another methodology that we'll go into and I'm not a doctor, this is an experiential experience. I am a certified holistic practitioner, but we work with the body. We're working with the messages from the body. And it's your experience that will guide your journey, your inner journey. It will guide you into your own self-healing, where you can recognize that, today my heart is really tender. And I stood at my altar and I had tears coming down, and I was like, wow, what is this? And then I had the notion, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Good Friday. And I have had some past life experiences come back into my recollection, and sure, they could be just stories, but I don't believe they are just stories. I believe the recollection. Good morning, Deepak, and good morning, Andrew. Thank you for being here. I see them as past life experiences, and I choose to go from that place of knowingness. So yes, I do believe I walked the sands with my friend Jesus, and yeah, I do believe that what happened and occurred in his experience of life was representative to his experience, and I honor him for that. So that's kind of where I started off, and caused a little bit of a delay getting on. Anyways, so to honor your experiences and your knowingness, as well as in that same format, honoring them in your heart, and bathing them with love, bathing, cleansing, and letting go of that contraction that says, oh, I shouldn't be thinking that. That's craziness. Or what? That's so long ago. You mean I'm still in that hamster wheel? Well, maybe, because guess what? At every level of consciousness and awareness, we revisit it again, and it gets a little easier and a little easier and a little easier. So this is all part of the process. And the sooner that we can accept ourselves for who we are, how we express ourselves, and our expression is going to become a broader, because we are giving ourselves permission to be vulnerable. We're digging, we're excavating for those diamonds. And that diamond needs to be polished. And under high pressure, it's like, whoo, to get that, we want to shine that bright. So this is where we're going. So please be gentle with yourself. Be so gentle with yourself. We are human and having a human experience. And often, it's called the pain plane, this plane that we've arrived at. And sometimes that really shows up in a really painful way. So let's try to avoid the pain and only work with our witness consciousness. We're seeing ourselves, and we're seeing how we're replaying and playing in this life. And then sit in our grounded state. And take that niggly thing, that sticky thing, that pain thing, and sit with it and honor it. Or that piece of ego that's trying to keep you safe. Let that piece of your body know and say, I'm growing up now. And I'm teaching myself a new way. I'm reparenting myself in a new way. Good morning, Mike. Thank you for being here. And honor your path, your journey, your old path and your new path. This step into chapter 1 of your new life. Heck, pull out your journal. Start chapter 1. And guess what? At the end of it, a few months from now, publish your first 100 pages in an ebook saying, wow, this was my 90-day excavation. So let's feel our feet on the ground. Let's go into our outro, into our mantra meditation. And then bring the breath into the lower abdomen. Feel it expand on the in-breath and naturally fall on the out-breath. Nothing forced. I forgot to say, it's Deborah O'Neill from blissbee.me, integrative holistic health, coming to you from Vancouver, BC, Metro Vancouver, precisely the city of Coquitlam. One smooth breath in, one smooth breath out. You can pick your mantra, love, love, love. I am love, love I am. One of my favorites is so on the inhale, hum on the exhale. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. I'm going to start to bring some sound into our mantra meditations as we move forward. I have a beautiful shamanic drum. I have beautiful elemental chimes. And all this will allow us to see how it affects our nervous system, how grounded we are. Now let's allow our feet to drop right into the earth. Take those etheric feet, or those tree roots that we can imagine, and drop them right into the earth, past the earth's crust and into the rock and the slate, and the sand and the gravel. Turn on all your senses. Can you taste it? Can you feel it? Is it cool? Is it warm? Is it sharp? What is the texture? Can you smell it? I don't know why my mouth always goes dry. And right into the molten fluid. Drop those etheric feet, those tree roots right through, like you're on a banister going down a stair banister, or something that you can relate it to. You're on a toboggan. You're on your snowboard. You're going down. Good morning, Faith. Right, and now draw that earth energy up that line, that same way, the same way that it went down. Allow it to come straight up into the bottom of your feet and fill your foot right up into your calves and your knees. Feel your thighs and your hips. Fill this with this beautiful earth energy. What color is it for you? It's often seen as red, but whatever color is showing for you is your color. Feel your torso, the front, the back, the sides. Engaging it with a deep diaphragmatic breath and up into your chest and your heart. Breathe it in so it fills that lungs, fills all the lungs and washes over the shoulders and down your hands. Wow, how do your hands feel? Follow the sensory experience and bring it into your throat, allowing this Mother Earth energy into the head, out the top of the crown of the head, and allow it to spill all over the body. What are you feeling? And if you're not feeling, it's okay. Now center it into the main torso region of the body. Do a little rock front and back, side to side, and allow the body to find its own center and trust it. Now bring that hara line, that line from the center of the earth up through the perineum, the bottom of the torso, up through the spine, the central channel of the body, also called the sushumna, and into the head. And we're centering this, and we're taking that line, that fine line, straight up to divine, source, universe, higher self, creator, the space and place of many names. Allow that to go up into the solar system, past into the Milky Way, the galaxies, past. No detours, straight fine line right up to source. Now imagine this beautiful energy coming down this fine line that's been created, and that connection that we sense, that alignment. Allow that to come into the center crown of the head and fill the whole head with golden white light, healing golden white light into the neck, down the shoulders, into the hands. Experience this energy into the front region of the heart and the lungs and the back and the sides, the lower abdomen. Breathe it in, this golden white light, and into the hips, and down into the thighs, the knees, the calves, and into the foot. Now experience the energy, these two forces, these two places, spaces within us, touching every cell and every space in between each cell. What does your head feel like? What does the body feel like? What do the legs feel like? What do your feet feel like? Experience your body as it is right now. This grounded, this container that you've made for yourself, this container of safety and groundedness. And bringing in this divine source, creator, energy, higher self, this great place to ask a question. This is a great place to sit with you and ask, what is this? You know, if you've got this question, why? What is this? And allow this energy to wash over that space. If your heart is feeling a little tender, and check in with the body and find out what the strength is in the body today. And where in the body needs a little support. What needs support? What needs healing today? Simply put your hand on that place. That lets the body know, hey, they are paying attention. They are paying attention. We build this trust and this knowingness. If we have a pain and we ignore it, what does our body think? Well, they don't care. They're not trusting that this pain is true, that they can work past it until they create a pain tolerance that it's no longer felt anymore. Let's breathe into the body, into the lower abdomen. And come back to our mantra, leaving our hand wherever the body is requesting that needs some added attention. And for today, just trust that just by putting your hand there, it will shift. Because we've observed it, and it's scientifically proven. When we observe something, it shifts. I'll be quiet now as you sit and observe with love and gratitude. That is our highest frequency as we go into this beautiful weekend of love. Let's add to that collectively. with all our heart. The world needs us. It does truly need us. We all matter. Thank you for being here. Stay as long as you can. Stay after I close the video, if you wish. I'll close with a namaste and the chimes. And of course our message, our offering for today. Inhaling through the nose if you can. One smooth breath in and out. The aim is smooth breath in, smooth breath out. No pause, no jerks, no noise. And curl your lips up. And see if you notice a difference. Thank you so much for sitting here with me. I love your presence. I love you. My eyes are watering. My connection. Offering today is our offering. Open your mind to new ideas. Now this, just being here, is probably a whole new idea, so I thank you for that. So open your mind to new ideas. Know that in each and every one of us, there is a self-healer. And it starts with grounding, centering, and aligning. And regulating our nervous systems. And being with us, with you. So, share your new experience with someone today in full love. And I hope to see you again tomorrow. Namaste. My beautiful Indian chimes. Take takes me right back to where I bought them. Find a special place for you today. Sit in that special place and honor the body, your body, and what it might need while you're sitting there.